Hey guys, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is going to be episode 4. Last episode we went to go see Saria and we got Saria's song. That's going to be useful for um, this coming up, but yeah, we're going to have to use that. And we also got Epona's song, which will help us later on as well, because we're going to need to use Epona. I don't want to spoil too much though. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. Right here, there's this sign that says, Death Mountain, no passage without a royal decree. Remember when we came into Kakariko, that guard at the beginning? Um, that clock soldier, I think is what he's called? He's like, you cannot enter Death Mountain without the king's permission. So if we talk to this soldier, he's like, the road is closed beyond this point. Can't you read the sign over there? Eh? Oh, I see. You're just a kid. You can't read yet. So if we show him the letter... Oh, this is surely Princess Zelda's handwriting. Well, let's see. Okay. This is FMG. He is under my orders to save Hyrule. Wahahaha. What kind of funny game has our princess come up with now? Okay, alright. You can go now. Just be careful, Mr. Hero. Wahahaha. So then he'll open the gate for you to gain access to Death Mountain. By the way, Mr. Hero, if you're going to climb up Death Mountain, you should equip a proper shield. It is an active volcano, after all. If you go back to Hyrule Castle Town Market, you should check out the bazaar. They sell the shield you need there. Tell them I sent you, and they should give you a special discount. If you think you're good to go already, don't worry about it. Now, I'd like to ask a favor of you. No, I don't expect you to do it just because of the great tip I just gave you. I'm just asking. Have you been to the Happy Mask shop that just opened in the Hyrule Castle Town Market? Everyone is talking about it. My little boy pesters me for a popular mask, but I don't have the time to go there. So could you go and get the mask for me next time you are in the market? If you don't feel like it, that's okay, but, well, I have no choice. This is my job. So, now that he said that, the Hyrule Castle Town Market now has a Happy Mask shop, and also the proper shield that he's referring to is the one that we got in the graveyard, the Hylian shield, which I'm going to equip, like, here right in just a moment. So here's Death Mountain Trail. I'm glad the sun's coming out, because then you're going to get to hear the theme of it. So right here I'm going to equip it, just because it's important. And here we have some red Tektites. These are Zelda enemies that appear since the beginning of Zelda. They're very difficult starting out because they jump up and they try to, like, hit you like they just want to be there. But they're fairly easy to kill. They only take 2 sword slashes, like that. That's ideally what we want to do. So right here we have, we have another enemy, whoops. And then up here we're going to be coming across a new race in the Zelda series. This is called the Gorons. I think this is like the first game that they debuted in. I'm one of the Gorons, the stone-eating people who live on Death Mountain. Look at that huge boulder over there. It blocks the entrance to the Dodongo's Cavern, which was once a very important place for us Gorons. But one day, many Dodongos suddenly appeared inside the cavern. It became a very dangerous place. On top of that, the Gerudo in black armor used his magic to seal the entrance with that boulder. If you want to hear more Goron gossip, head up to our city. Goron City is just a little way up the trail. It won't take much longer to get there, even on foot. Alright, so that's where we're going to be heading. We're going to be going to Goron City. Yeah, this new area is fairly linear. I know it looks kind of treacherous and all that, but it's not too bad. It could be worse. So right here we'll see a sign, and follow the trail along the edge of the cliff and you will reach Goron City, home of the Gorons. So right up here though, you want to be careful because there's going to be a it's going to try to take you out. And if you do, you'll fall into the abyss and you'll have to basically make your way up here all over again because I don't know why that Goron is so persistent on trying to hit people, but anyway. Land of the Gorons, Goron City. Alright, so let's go inside. Alright, so here's Goron City. Yeah. Again, this place is pretty huge, looks pretty complicated, but it's fine. Also, I didn't want to roll, I want to talk to you. Oh, I'm so hungry. Everyone feels faint from hunger because of the food shortage in this town. We are in danger of extinction. It's all because we can't enter our quarry, the Dodongo's Cavern. We Gorons live on a diet of rocks, and the most delicious and nutritious rocks around are found in the Dodongo's Cavern, but that seems like ancient history now. We've become such gourmets that we can't stand to eat rocks from anywhere else. I want to eat the top of sirloin rocks from the Dodongo's Cavern. So, apparently Oop, I didn't mean to jump down, and what I was trying to do was, instead of yeeting myself off the edge there and getting completely destroyed by that big Goron, is I wanted to make my way over here to talk to this Goron, because if you look in this little pedestal here, it says this looks like something used to be set in the stand. So if you talk to this Goron, I think this one says it, either that or the one below it, but hey, it's dangerous for a little kid like you to come out here. You might fall down. Yeah, I know, I just did. If I'm not mistaken, you came out here to eat the redstone. Well, too bad, it's not here. What redstone? We don't... What? That's not why you're here? You're looking for a spiritual stone? You must mean that delicious-looking redstone that was once displayed here. Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, Zelda told me to go get that. I was so hungry that I thought it would be okay to just give it one tiny little lick.
I can almost taste it.
So I snuck out here, but it was already gone. I think Big Brother took it away. He always says that everyone is after that redstone. Big Brother has shut himself up in his room saying, I will wait in here for the royal family's messenger. Alright, so that's a clue that we need to go. Also, I used the rolling tactic that one Deku Scrub taught us. So, if you talk to this Goron, I think he says the same thing, like, I'll wait for the royal family's messenger. Big Brother has shut himself up in his room saying, I will wait for... Yeah, so he says the same thing. So, if you stand on this carpet, you're standing on a soft carpet for guests. It will feel so plush under your feet. Alright, so we can play our Ocarina, and we gotta play Zelda's Lullaby again. And this is basically a song that will allow us to show our alliance with the Princess of Hyrule, so essentially, like, we're sent on a mission, and so that gives us proof that we, are a part of that. Also, there's a stick.
But I found it's a stick!
Anyway, there's another stick! But here we have new character, his name's Darunia. What the heck who are you? When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. As Darunia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much status to be treated like this by his sworn brother, the king. Now I'm really angry. Get out of my face, now! Are you asking why I'm in such a bad mood right now? Ancient creatures have infested the Dodongo's Cavern. We've had a poor harvest of our special crop bonflowers, starvation and hunger because of the rock storage. But this is a growing problem. We don't need any help from strangers. So he's not in a very talking mood, so we must, well, we saw some torches earlier, and also the game gave us sticks, so we might as well use them. So let's... I hope this doesn't come between us. Anyway, so let's go ahead and, let's, light these torches. We have to light these torches for a specific reason. Yeah, so essentially the Gorons, they are all depressed because they can't eat, which... I'm a psychology major. I was one of the idiots who got a college degree in psychology. Essentially, yeah, if you're very depressed, you don't feel like eating. So what we want to do is we want to light these torches, and you'll hear music coming from the forest. So if we take a Deku stick and we light this will blow this whole thing up, and then if we go inside, it'll warp us to the Lost Woods, which is nice because that means we don't have to trek all the way back from Kakariko Village to the Lost Wood, or to the Kakiri Forest anymore. How's Big Brother? I see. By the way, do you know this music coming from deep inside of this tunnel? We all like this music. You all like this music. Let's go ahead and go talk to Darunia now, because now that we have that pin, because he's kind of in a depressive episode. I feel bad for him, so we're gonna put him out of his misery. Alright, Darunia. Here's your favorite song. Show me what you got. Hey, what a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy. I don't think that's how depression works. I am Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the Spiritual Stone of Fire, too? The Spiritual Stone of Fire, also known as the Goron's Ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not going to give it to you that easily, if you want it so badly. Why don't you go destroy the monsters inside of the Dodongo's cavern and prove you're a real man? I think me climbing up here shows I'm a real man, but okay, whatever. That way, everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I will give you anything you want, even the spiritual stone. I got strength, got the Goron's bracelet, and you can pull up bomb flowers, stand up to the next one. Okay, yeah, if I say to pull it up, yeah, okay. Alright, so now what we're going to do is now that we have this, it's automatically equipped in our inventory. It's kind of like one of the gear things that we have. We're going to be using this to... I'm going to try to get a heart piece, and if I fail at it, I'm just going to cut away and be like, yeah, well, I can't really do this right now. Essentially, it is that we have to throw a bomb flower into this urn, and it has to be on a specific face. And I had it, I just didn't wait long enough. Okay. I can't even do it. I threw it when it was on. Okay, so I threw it when it was. I tried to throw it when it was on the happy face, so let's see what happens. Hopefully it's. That didn't work. Alright, one more shot. This is it. No, I missed it! No. Alright, so now that we're back outside on Death Mountain Trail, we're gonna try to, now that we can pick up bomb flowers, we're gonna try to open the way to the Dodongo's cavern. And if you talk to this Goron, he's gonna tell you about this bomb flower here. He's also freakishly large. I'm standing here to shade the bomb flowers from the sun. Do you have a question for me? I don't really... Okay, sure, Dodongo's cavern. Do you see the cavern on your way here? That is the Dodongo's cavern. Because the light inside is very dim, the bomb flowers, a plant unique to this mountain, grow like crazy in there. Alright, so I'm going to take this bomb flower, and I'm going to try to throw this off the edge. There we go. This should work. It should blow up the sign and the rock. There you go. Alright, you hear the Zelda sound, knowing that you did it correctly. Alright, here we are in the Dodongo's cavern. First thing you want to do when you start is you want to grab a bomb flower and set it down and put it next to that bomb wall there. That's what a bomb wall looks like, just for future reference. And it's camera's gonna pan and reveal inside the Dodongo's cavern. Alright. So here we go, dungeon number 2. No, I'm sorry, interrupting us. Looks like there are many lava pits around here, so watch your steps. Yeah. So if you have your Deku shield on, you probably don't want to have that on, because if you walk over lava and possibly roll over it, it'll burn up your shield. And also there are a bunch of fire elemental enemies. This is a Beamos. Don't even pay any heed to this Beamos right now, because honestly, it's not worth your time, and also it will kill you. That's how you defeat them for right now, is you use bombs. I don't think there's really an easier way to defeat them at this point, because you can't really use your slingshot or anything to damage them. You have to use bombs. They're vulnerable to bombs only. So anyway, right here though, we're going to open a large chest. We're going to get, I believe this is the dungeon map. Yeah, it's the dungeon map. Alright, we already know what a dungeon map does. We don't need to like read through it. Over here is a business scrub. If you need, I think he sells Deku seeds or Deku nuts. I can't remember. Maybe it's Deku sticks. I don't even know, but I don't need anything that he has to offer right now because I'm full on pretty much everything. ahead and make that jump. So if you don't make the jump, don't worry, you don't have to climb all the way around, you have to just climb up this ladder. So this dungeon has, I think, 3 parts. The first part is you go to one side, which I believe is the right side, and you go to the left side, and then you're on the top level, and then you go in the middle. Like, go through the rest of the dungeon. So I guess 4 parts, but whatever, I don't know, I can't count. Here we have baby Dodongos. Basically what these little guys do is they're miniature versions of Dodongos that we'll come across later. And, oh my gosh, the frame rate. What you want to do, for now, if you want to now, which I'm probably going to do this now, just because it'll make it easier, is you want to kill one right next to this ball on the wall, and it'll blow it up. You can use bombs later in this, but I want to use this now because it just makes more sense. Also, I'm going to try to equip my thing. And here we're going to have... Or here we're going to come across another gold spatula. So this should be number 7, I believe. So let's go ahead and collect it. There's going to be a few gold spatulas in this dungeon. I'm going to try to get all of them. Although we cannot get all of them right now, just like in inside the Deku Tree. So, anyway, also I just got tackled by those things. I tend to avoid them just because they're not really worth my time unless I have to defeat them. Here we have an Armos statue. It's not... Excuse me. Okay, yeah, go ahead, bro away, whatever. We have an Armos statue. It's not, we're gonna come across some later that are actually enemies. This one's not an enemy, it's just a still one. It's actually mainly just a statue, but they call them Armos. But anyway. And so here, I recommend taking care of these keys just because they can be kind of annoying when you're walking down this hallway. Also, they could give you parts and some other things for your equipment. But right here we have a mini-boss. They're called Lizalfos. They're kind of weird looking. I don't really understand why they are doing this, but they like to hop around. Basically how they work is that one of them will try to attack you. Ow. And it'll flee, and then the next one will try to attack you. They only attack you like one at a time. He's vulnerable right there, that's why I didn't really get a hit on him. I can just use my... yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage, but whatever, I don't care. I'm not gonna die by any means, I'm fine. There we go, that works, and also got a heart out of it, that works. Okay, so that's basically how you defeat them. You can use jump attacks, you can use sword slashes, whatever. So in here we have the first instance of the Dodongos. These things are like reptilian enemies that like to breathe fire. And also watch out because they might try to sideswipe you with their tail, and they will kill you if you do that. Also, it's nice to use a jump attack because a jump attack does a bunch of damage. Also, you have to get them like right in the tail. Also, whenever you defeat them, they blow up. So in this room, we need to light some torches. There's 3 torches we need to light. Yes, there's 2, 3. Alright. I'm just gonna run through them, I don't really care. And then to this, we're gonna have to switch. And that opens the door all the way over there. So now we can go to the left side, which is the next part of the dungeon. Alright, so in this room, there's this huge giant staircase that's like covered with bomb flowers. We want to ignore that for just a second though and go over to this like bomb wall over here and blow this up. Boom! Alright. So in this room, there's going to be a real Armos statue. These things are vulnerable... Why did I put the bomb down? These things are vulnerable to bombs, so what you want to do is you want to line it up and throw it at them. And also, something that else is really useful is that you can use Deku Nuts to stun them, and then jump attack them, and then you can just shield, and then they can't hurt you. You can also just hit them with bombs. You almost have to touch them first to activate them. And then you can use bombs or Deku Nuts and like use your sword after you stun them, but they're impenetrable to your sword when they're not stunned, so that's why most people just use bomb flowers. They aren't really... There's nothing really else that's effective against them, so... Alright, so in this room, If we go in the center, Navi's gonna yell at us and be like, "Wow, look at all those bomb flowers. Is there any way you can set them all off at once?" Yeah, probably. So we're gonna take this bomb flower, pick it up, and we're gonna drop it right here, and we're gonna stand back so we don't get blown up, but we're gonna watch the explosion. So this thing will sink down to where we can climb up it. So making our way up here, you can hear a gold tool. There is one in this room, but there's also another one that we're gonna get. The one that's here right now, that's next to that cubby hole, if you can see it right over there. Yeah, there's one in there. We can't get that right now. We'll be back, but there is a switch here, and there's also a gold sticker here, so go down into that Alright, so now we're gonna go through here. Now this room is kind of treacherous because there's fire in this. If you have your deck shield, then I recommend you change to your Highland shield if you have it. If you don't have a shield like that. If you don't have a Highland shield, then shame on you, you should go get one. We're going to push this on the statue. There was only one statue that's fake, the other ones are alive, and it's the one next to the ladder. We're going to hit the switch. And it opens the door. Right, so now we're on the upper part of this side here, and this part of the right side, and now we're on the right side. This fire piece is yeah. He's not going to get a chance, though. Alright, this room. This room is notable for many reasons. First reason is, you never know what will be around the corner in these narrow paths. Use Z-targeting to always look in the proper direction. This is a useful technique, isn't it? Yeah, the one that I've already talked about, Navi. Oh my gosh, like, for real. So what you want to do is, there's this bombable wall that's above this ladder. And you're going to want to take a bomb. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so in this treasure chest we have red rupees, which were 20. I'm actually maxed out on rupees, but it's fine because there's going to be opportunities for us later to spend those rupees, and also we're going to get more. And in this room, shoot this eye switch to get this fire to go away. And there's also Baby Dodongo. Thought I could kill him with one hit, but oh well. Spin attack him, but I didn't. Whoops. Alright, sometimes they drop hearts, sometimes they don't. Alright, so in this next room, we're going to be coming upon the next mini-boss, which, I mean, it's not really a mini-boss, but I call him mini-boss just because it makes it more sense. But it's very narrow. Alright, so here's some hearts for me. I think this one's gonna come over this way, hopefully. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's coming over here. And you are dead. There we go. Alright, so that opens the door. Alright, so now in this room we have two of these fire spires here. We're going to shoot this first one. It's going to get rid of the first one. Then oh my gosh, there's another one. We're going to shoot this one. And then that makes it to where those two are down. It's on a time period, so... Anyways. Also, we come through this room. We're going to see this treasure chest, which is... This is the room that we were in with the blade traps earlier, if that looks familiar at all. And we're going to open this large treasure chest, and we get... Dun 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 dun! We got a bomb bag. We finally can use bombs. And there's 20, so that's great. The bomb's like one of my favorite items in Zelda, just because there's like so many uses to them. Here we're gonna press the switch. Read this encryption, and it's gonna say, "Giant dead Dodongo. When it sees red, a new way to go will be open." All right. So that is again a hint that we need to do something in this room, or in this area. So over here, though, first, I'm gonna equip my bombs. Might be a good idea, just saying. So I'm gonna resort my inventory. Alright, so there's a bomb. Alright, I think this is Blue Rupee. Yeah, I think it's a Deku Shield if you burn yours. So if you want to keep your Deku Shield, might be a good idea. But here we see a giant Dodongo with black eyes in it. It says it sees red, new way to go will be open. So we're gonna just toss a bomb down here into the eye. It's gonna blow up.
How'd that get in there?
Make it red. We're gonna toss another bomb down here. We're gonna put it down. It's gonna be red.
How'd that get in there?
And there you go. Alright, so now we're gonna head through this area. Alright, in this room there's a bunch of fire keys. I highly recommend you take them out, but we're not really gonna be in here for very long, so as long as... Yeah, okay, I was trying not to get hit, but it's fine. I think they reappear every time you enter this little area here, but anyways. Alright, so we are going to... This is another room with a bunch of fire keys. Now it kind of sideswiped me. That was really rude. That also sideswiped me. That was really rude. Very rude. We're gonna come over this way. And there's this other bomb wall that's on like a little alcove. I don't really know why it's here, but kind of an odd spot for a bomb for a secret room, but whatever. Alright, here we're gonna have another Armament statue. And it's gonna blow up this Gatula. What I like to do whenever I do this is I like to lead him into the bomb and blow him up. So that way it does that. Also, I just throw a bomb instinctively so that it moves, but then I also do that so I can defeat the Gold Gatula. So here's number 9. I think one bomb, like, obliterates any Gold Gatula, and it takes like 2 hits normally, but anyway. Sniped him. 360 no scope. I didn't even need to like, yeah, I didn't even need to like really do much. I just like completely scoped him. I'll have my revenge on all of you. Alright, so right here in these jars, there's a fairy. We can bottle it if we want to, but I don't think we have an extra bottle, do we? Yeah, no, we don't. It's okay, we'll get some more as time goes on. I think you can have like 2 bottles up at this point, but I don't like to really get the bottles because then it just feels out of place. Alright, so we're back in this room, but now we can actually like do something in this room because here's the stone block. We can push it, and it flops down. And then I'm going to take out these fire keys because they can be incredibly annoying. So ideally what you do is, before they approach you, is you shield so that they knock into your shield, preferably your Hylian shield, not your Deku shield. So they knock into your shield. He came at me when I didn't even see him. So it doesn't burn it, but then like it gets rid of their fire effect to the point where it's just a normal piece. Alright. So we're gonna push this block into this hole. And there's a switch in this hole that you have to keep it pressed in order to open this door. Alright, there we go. So that opens the door, and we're gonna come in this room. And we're gonna plop a bomb here, then open this treasure chest because this treasure chest has bombs in it. Wow. It's the boss. Mortal Dinosaur Dodongo. So what you want to do is, as soon as you open this map, you're going to go back. Alright, then you're going to go to the side right here where this little like slope is, because he's going to roll around this perimeter. And you have to avoid it. I'm going to show like one of his attacks because it's kind So if you don't happen to get it, it's going to suck in really fast until you try it. It's just going to go all the way around the world. As long as you're not too close to the lava, you should be fine. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get over there before he does it. Also, there's bonfires placed in this area, so if you don't have bombs, that would be kind of unfortunate. They give you bombs, like, right at the beginning of the fight, so that you don't have an excuse of losing your bombs, but basically it's just this, rinse, repeat, he's done. I don't know how many phases you can do with this. I don't think it's more than 4. I mean, jump attack, it's like 4. That's it. That's pretty easy. So if he rolls and he gets a gold. Here we have our heart container. Give it 1 whole extra heart. And then we can step into the blue light. And that's it for the Dodongo's Cavern. So, we're gonna watch a really quick cutscene, and yeah guys, that's gonna do it. So, if you liked the video, like and subscribe. Appreciate all of you guys for continuing with me on this series, and I can't wait to upload more videos of this, and yeah, so after this cutscene, I'll see you guys in episode 5. It's me, Darunia, well done. Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from the Dodongo's Cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure, it will make an incredible story. I can't believe that the Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers. And that big rock blocking the cave? All this trouble must have been caused by that brutal thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone, only then will I open the cave for you. You, on the other hand, risk your life for us. Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers?" No, there's no big ceremony involved, just take this as a token of our friendship. He's glowing. You obtain the Goron's Ruby. This is the spiritual stone of fire passed down by the Gorons. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers, but you've collected 2 spiritual stones. You have 1 more to find. Brother, you'll keep brushing up on your skills as you travel, won't you? You should go see the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. She will power you up. Hey everybody, let's see off our brother. This seems kind of humorous, honestly. You did great. How about a big Goron hug, brother?